Welcome to the Success Pick and Mix podcast with me, Nikki Raby. I began this podcast in 2018 and I've produced over 400 episodes with an emphasis on dreaming and doing. But I know there is so much more to building a business and life that you love. It's definitely a work in progress. For the last 25 years, I've built a portfolio career as an actor, personal branding coach, writer, speaker, and podcaster. I love my pick and mix and curating my personal brand. I want to support you to create success on your terms. I've helped over 1,000 people to build a personal brand, and yes, I will be sharing with you business strategies around planning, packaging, presenting, and propelling your personal brand. But there is so much more to my work than that. I'm not interested in formulas, templates, or sleazy pants sales techniques. You know the ones. Instead, how would it feel to do things your way that align with your personality, circumstances, and goals? I'm going to be sharing conversations with some of my favorite people who are creating success on their terms to provide inspiration and encouragement. Also, there will be mini episodes where I take you behind the scenes, sharing how-tos, my coaching toolkit, chats about mindset, money, building momentum, and all through storytelling. After all, my clients have been known to call me the Queen of Analogies. So, thank you in advance for spending some time with me. Feel free to subscribe to be notified of the next episodes and follow across social media at Nikki Raby. You can catch up on previous episodes via my website, nikkiRaby.com, and also pick and mix, if you like, from my freebie shop. Right, let's crack on and start today's episode. Hello, welcome to the final part of this little mini series. I hope you found it useful. If you're just joining this series, go back and listen to the other parts because it will all provide a lot of lovely context for you. Okay, two things I want to talk about today. The first is to be intentional. Be intentional with your pricing and packaging. Because if you can be intentional, if you can start with strong foundations and know why you are doing what you are doing, everything going forward is going to be much easier. Now, I think sometimes intentional gets a bad rap because sometimes there's this pressure to go, well, I've got to be intentional because therefore I need to know what I'm going to be doing in 5 years. And actually, it isn't really from that. It's about leading from a place of clarity and beginning with the end in mind, so it will speed up the process. So beginning with the end in mind could be, well, ultimately, I'd really like to be able to do this full time. So what would that look like? And therefore, what are the steps that I need to do in order to make that work? So one of the things that I had when I moved to London when I was 18 was like, I'd really like to get paid for acting. I'd really love to be a professional actor and to have it as part of my career. And so I had no idea how I was going to get there or what I was going to do. Like I had the talent, I guess, but I didn't know how to network. I didn't know how to get an agent. I didn't know how the industry worked. I knew nothing. But if I ended up with the end in mind, I thought about what does a professional actor look like? How could I get booked again? What are people looking for? Well, they're looking for you to do what you say that you're going to do. They're looking to work with nice people. They're looking to work with team players. So how could I make those steps each and every day and being intentional? Because I tell you what, I have no interest in being busier or increasing stress. Instead, I'm making deliberate decisions based on my goals. So I'm not faffing about being overwhelmed. I have seen this so often when I've done in-between jobs where people can spend a whole morning and sharing with whoever may listen about how bad the traffic was. Oh, it's so bad. Oh my goodness. That's always that road, isn't it? It's that junction and somebody had broken down and you're thinking, why are you wasting all of your energy being overwhelmed with that? So knowing what you want to build and why will uncover the plan and the action and the support that you need. And unfortunately, it's not going to be one of those buttons that you press and suddenly all the confetti comes down immediately. You might just start to get a few little nuggets along the way. But being intentional will help you to figure out what you say yes and no to, where you need to be showing up, and what you actually what you actually want to be spending your time doing. Because it can be really easy to keep being busy, like being all things to all people. Yeah, no, what? Oh, I said yes. Oh, I said yes, but I'm not quite sure why. This is about really being discerning, especially as we get towards the end of the year where you might be feeling really tired. Like I know that week between Christmas and New Year, I cannot wait to switch off. I can't wait. Like I'm going to really enjoy that process, probably not even going to open my computer, but I'm going to be really intentional with it. The final point I want to make is the importance and the possibility of being scalable. I never want to be seen as scaremongering, but I do want to go back to where we began, which was 6 years ago when I became a parent. I'm sure as my life continues, I will have different moments in my life where I'm going to really need my business to work for me, my work to work for me, because there'll be other things that I need to consider. So as much as I love working one-to-one, and I always will likely do so, I know that that isn't an option for everybody. And over the years, I've learned so many skills from my sofa. This one that I'm sitting on right now. I've acquired so many new skills from working independently from a time that suits me. Your personal brand has so much potential and opportunity, yes, to support others, to create impact, share knowledge, increase your bank balance, all without always being in the room. So I want you to have that backup plan for yourself where maybe when you go out and do a speaking gig, you have something to sell. Somebody might say, gosh, I'd love a little bit more of this. Or as I'm always saying to a friend of mine who's a yoga teacher, she said, oh, so many people ask for the meditation that I finish on. I said, brilliant, record it. Let them download it from your website. That would be fantastic. And also a lovely bit of passive income as well. So I want you to think about what scalable means to you and how you can do this in a way that feels really good to you, and not just working harder, not just doing all of the things, but being very intentional and methodical and really thinking it through. So there we go. I hope you've had a really enjoyable process through this. You can, as your next steps, go and download this free video series over on my website, nikkiraby.com, and it's under the freebies section. And also you can go ahead and purchase the pricing and packaging course, which is available for you as an independent course, or you can choose to add the one-on-one support as well. That would be fantastic. And I would love to help you really figure out what's going to work pricing and packaging wise as we move into this next year, this next quarter. How exciting. As always, thank you so much for listening, for watching, and spending some time with me today. Do feel free to rate and review and subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you again very soon. Lots of love.